Okay, this is MSSP5 and we're back with Nukem 3D user maps. Yeah, it has been a while I've done any of these, or any YouTube videos for that matter, but I don't know, I have not really been feeling too well lately because this migraine that I was actually, for those who have been following my channel, know that I'm also suffering from it. And as of late, I've been suffering from it again, and it's a very difficult type of migraine that I have. It's like it can last for literally like days, and in worst case, it has lasted like even 7 days. And so that is one of those things that has been taking its toll on me lately, unfortunately, and it's not over yet. Well, as if you could ever really win migraine. But it has been quite difficult lately, and that's why I haven't really been around. And I just want to avoid all these things that might trigger the migraine, including video games, other things, and stuff. But with that, we can hopefully proceed with this. And this time we're going to be playing MSSP5, which is basically a user map made by Mikko Sandt. So Mikko Sandt is a very, very famous Duke 3D mapper, at least if, well, not necessarily to the latest Duke 3D players, but he is for Duke 3D veterans like myself. Yes, here I am. I'm highlighting myself as Duke God. But anyway, you get the idea. But I've been playing this game for a long time, and so on and so forth. But in any case, Mikko Sandt is the kind of name that you might recognize when it comes to when it comes to Duke 3D user maps or Duke Nukem 3D anyway. MSSP is one of his series, the map series that he used to do, and I think he made a total of 8 levels. MSSP1, MSSP2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that's all of his MSSP series. But he also was mapping on, I believe he was mapping for the Duke Nukem 2013, Duke Nukem Forever 2013 mod. So he was making maps for that as well. So, and of course he made some maps for Duke Hard, if I got it right. So Duke Hard is one of those, classic, vanilla Duke 3D stuff with all the, classic, vanilla mapping restrictions. But if you're expecting like, quote, vanilla style mapping, like, let's say with Doom, for example, where you have like classic Doom levels. Well, in case of Duke 3D, it's nothing like that. But yeah, this is getting out of hand, so we're going to be playing this map on Come Get Some, so let's jump on in. And I'm going to be using Overlord's song for this map. Yeah, this map is actually quite interesting. And first, we get to do this.
Much better.
Yeah. And we escaped the prison, and the alarm went off. So it's like, this map is actually quite interesting, because you'll actually get to see what I mean in a minute. What? Well, I guess it's one of those, things with Duke 3D, because some enemies and their enforcers, let's say that you have enforcers stay put form, you can't really shoot him. It's one of these things again. keep these shrink rays to yourself if you don't mind, Mr. Stupid. But yeah, I've been also getting some questions about these pitched sounds. Some people, I'm quite sure that some people are like, what is this guy doing, and what's his problem, and But anyway, to make a long story short, it's basically I made those sound pitches for the quote multiplayer version of eDuke. So those are basically modified con files or user con in this case. So user.con is the file which controls most of the sounds, different level names, blah 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 blah, and so on and so forth. So user.con is one of those files. And I modded those sound pitches and the ranges of these sounds so that most of the sounds in this game have a certain pitch value to them, which kind of ranges, but I just extended that to some sound effects that normally don't apply to this, such as some door sounds and including Duke's voice. So that Duke's voice was a little bit more of an inside joke with a friend of mine that we like playing Duke match sometimes, and it was a little bit of a joke that I made that a little bit of a joke for him that he laughed his ass off when Duke's voice sounded like that. But I decided to keep it that way. But in case you don't like it, well, that's too bad. But I decided to keep it in as a little bit of a joke. But yeah. This map has one of those story screens, or actually many of these story screens. So here we go. We 5 are the last ones who have survived. Whoever you are, you have to access telephone at the downstairs to get back. You'll find us from 3B. Yeah, that's terrific. Right, so this section is a little bit dangerous. Because there will be a tiny trap coming up. And that's the secret number 2, by the way. Because when you enter this line, there will be some enforcers. Wow. Alright. Let's do it the official way then. That's nice. And yeah, 3B, so let's check it out. Oh well, I didn't really know that, you guys were actually Prototype Slivers. Yeah, too bad that, they don't really qualify as friends of Duke Nukem, but here we can see 4 guys. So I guess these were the 4 guys that, were supposed to escape. So let's see. Whoever you are, I want you to know that it got us. Well, bravo. I figured that. We were too late. Find the phone at the downstairs and then go to the base and use Monolith to get back. Okay, so yeah, that sounds like an everyday adventure for Duke Nukem, that is. At 4:12 we saw something in our radar. At 4:59 it attacked. They released a dangerous virus among us, Captain Andros. Oh yeah. Well, that's tough luck. That's tough luck, Captain. So, sorry for your loss. And here we do have some chain gun ammo, but these are like more of these, generic rooms. They don't really have anything in them apart from some pickups. But this is the room where you want to be. Because here we do have steroids, and no spoilers, you're gonna need steroids to complete this map, because if you don't have them, you're not gonna be able to complete this map. Just saying. And I'm gonna take my chain gun because there's gonna be another kind of like close quarters sentry drone. So better deal with him really fast. And yeah, here is the phone again. So it's like this map, the phone thing is kind of obvious here. So, and also this map is so linear that you can't really miss them. And that's nice. And secret number 3 with Devastator. This is the part where you want to be slightly careful because there is a damaged airlock and there's a reactor inside that red room. So that is causing you some damage. So better just be really quick, close the door. And it should not be doing that. Well, that's weird. That's nice. Please use spacesuits to avoid accidents. Yeah, that's a good advice. In space. Yeah. Whoa. Just gotta love doing that. Well, there's nobody inside that teleporter. And yeah, now we're in, I believe this is like a subdivision of Tiberius Station, maybe. This is not the hashtag of Tiberius Station official. So this is not the, yeah. Okay, so this is the monolith. And this is a moment of danger. Because there is a Battlelord encounter pretty much straight ahead, and also there are like a couple of pickups and some other enemies. So it's like it's important to take care of as many enemies as quickly as you can. And I truly hope that I can get all the kills, because the problem is that some of those enemies are in like they're not like statehood enemies, and there's a pit. And if those enemies actually reach them, or they fall down into that pit, killing them is, well, not exactly very convenient. But you'll see what I mean. Yeah, that pickup right there, you better deal with him really quickly. There's an atomic health, and then there's that assault trooper if he would only be cooperative enough to... Oh god, and there went that pickup, just like that. God. I'm gonna try killing him anyway, so... Okay, so the best bet we can do is we can stand here and like this, so he can see us. So the next thing we can do, we can always toss a pipe bomb down there. Just wait and watch your kill counter. Yeah, we got him. Yeah, but that's not very like practical, but you gotta basically know where he is. And then there's secret number 4. And then we need to proceed to flip that switch, but this is Call of Duty, so we can't do it. No, this is Call of Duty. You have to go through the specific path. And yes, let's deal with these guys. Yeah, that was a nice toss. Because there are a couple of pickups, and then that assault trooper also got in the way. Let's unlock that door. And there is a nice piece of sprite work. Sprite work is always nice. It's something that I really admire in Duke 3D. And then we go over here. And then there's that story screen again. And press that to unlock one of the doors. And yeah, it must be some kind of a virus. Everybody's dying. It must be unleashed by aliens. I'm gonna die too because of the plague. Mike Jr. I know, Mike. I know. And then we will proceed over here. But yeah, this map is like fairly self-explanatory. So it's like you can't really miss anything in this map, maybe except like a couple of secrets or something, but it's like, you know, most of the things are kind of obvious, so you can't really miss too many things. But I was kind of like hoping that I could have found a little bit more extra health in this one, but because this map, you're gonna need some... What was that? Right? Because we're gonna need some health to complete this map. Let's peekaboo shoot these guys to death. That's nice. And then there was that one little pickup. Deal with that. That will open up one of the doors, and then there's that last secret of the map, because right here with a shrinker. Slash expander. And let's use it. Okay. And one last medkit of this map, or in this map, and one last story screen. I think that we're all going to die. Yeah, I probably learned that. To stop the virus, you have to get back to home and use nuke button to destroy USA so we can save the rest of the world. Yeah, I think it is usually the other way around. So it's like United States is the lone defender of Earth left standing while the rest of the world or rest of the, you know, planet is burning in flames. So it's usually the other way around. But anyway, this is the last phone thing. So last teleporter, one-way teleporter, and yeah. Be really quick. Don't stay still. Those commanders, and that's all of the enemies. And yeah. At this point you have probably figured out that, you know, there's not really too many places to go. And none of these contain actual areas where you can go. So it's like none of these do really anything other than, you know, they just exist in this map. And yeah, there's that window. And guess what? That is exactly where you have to go. And when you look at your inventory and you're looking for a jetpack, there's not gonna be one. All you get is steroids. So steroids are the thing that you have to do. You have to do this jump with the steroids. And I truly hope that my health situation is very good because I have like 95 health. because this jump is gonna be very painful. It's gonna take maybe 30 to 40 health, and the way that I do this is that I activate my steroids like this, and then I just carefully do it like this. Then you just have to do it like this in the air. So it's like that's how you make the jump. And then one last enemies, a few last enemies, rather. Why did you do that? Yeah, subway parts. Alright, so this door is unlocked. And, yeah, that's something that my maps have seen as well, so I'm not allowed to make fun of people. And Mikko Sandt is one of those people that you can't really make fun of. But anyway, he's a great mapper. But here we do have some collectibles. You just gotta love these shadows. And shadows is the one thing that I absolutely love in this game. It's like everything has shadows. Here we do have tiny shadows here. Well, and yeah, even that has shadows. So that's pretty nice. And here we do have the credits of the map. And all the secrets in case you missed something. But you know, those are kind of easy secrets, so I found all of them. So let's get out of here. And there are the backtrack teleporters if you need them. Yeah, that is MSSP5. So it's not too bad. It's a pretty much straightforward kind of map. But in this map, what makes this map quite interesting is that we have some secrets, obviously, here. Although those secrets are kind of like mostly obvious, so you can't really miss them. Maybe except that atomic health secret and that shrinker secret. But the other secrets are pretty much like, you know, standard, so you can't really miss them. But there are those story screens, which kind of like bring a little bit more life into this map in some funny way. Even like you can't really take them like super seriously and, you know, stuff. So those things, they kind of like, you know, add a little bit more depth into this map so that it kind of makes sense. For example, that, you know, why there are these telephone things that you have to go through and stuff. So those are kind of the things that they add a little bit more like depth into this map so that it makes sense. But gameplay wise, this map can be difficult because of the Battle Lord. The Battle Lord is a little bit problematic because there are other enemies that are distracting you, such as, you know, 2 assault troopers right where that monolith spawn is. So that can be a little bit dangerous sometimes, but nothing really like super difficult in this one. But you cannot really take this map too lightly, because it's like, let's say that, you know, you have been playing a little bit poorly. Let's say that you have like, you know, 30% health. When you plan to make that final jump with steroids, you're not gonna make it. So that is perhaps the only thing that I don't really necessarily like about this map. But, you know, otherwise it is a classic Duke 3D map at its best. And I'm a huge fan of classic maps, and I truly hope that, you know, people would make more of these days. So it's like, they don't have to be like, you know, these cities made out of sprites, and, you know, it's, I mean, of course, nothing wrong with that either. Those are great maps, but I would like to see more of these classic maps. Like, for example, Doom Community, like in Doom Community, like, people do like classic maps, then they do like really detailed, really beautiful maps and stuff like that. So it's like, it would be nice that, you know, if Duke 3D would also have like a little bit more like ranging between the classic and, you know, this detailed style. But, you know, it's the health is the main thing with this map. So it's like, if you don't have too much health, then you're probably not gonna complete this map. So it's like that is also another issue, and also you can miss those steroids, but those steroids, and also you can accidentally use them, so it's like I was kind of hoping that there could have been like a second set of steroids, but this is more of a little bit more nitpicking stuff really, but yeah, it's a great map. Maybe that final jump might actually, spoil it for some players, but I don't really mind, because I've actually played this map a lot of times, and I know how the jump is made, so for me it's not much of a problem, but for somebody else that might be a problem. But in any case, we're finally back with Duke 3D user maps, and I'm probably going to be doing a couple of these as well, with a little bit of a reduced upload rate, because I've been just suffering from this migraine thing, and I'm slowly like trying to get back on my feet, and it is just something that I want to chill out right now and not really like worry too much about things and stuff. But there will be probably some more of these user maps with commentaries, and in hindsight I should have probably done like 75% of my user maps with commentary, because it's definitely possible. But who knows if I'll do them. I might do a little bit of a long play or something, but seriously, I've been talking like way too long, so I guess maybe this is the moment where I'm gonna probably wrap this up. So I hope you have enjoyed this. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you around.